Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're digging into a really specialized piece of hardware. It's the NTI SPLITMUX-4X4-HDVWC, which, yeah, we'll just be calling it the SPLITMUX from here on out. This is some serious pro gear for managing high-end video signals.
That's right. And our mission today is to really get what the operational advantage is here. We're talking 4 inputs, 4 outputs. But it's not just a splitter. It's a 3-in-1 system. It's a multiviewer, a matrix switch, and a video wall processor. The key is understanding why having all 3 in one box is such a big deal.
Okay, so let's unpack that. 3 distinct modes. That's really where you see how this thing gets used in, say, a control room.
Exactly. So let's start with multi-view mode. This is all about situational awareness. It puts all 4 of your video sources up on the screen at the same time. You can do standard layouts, quad view, picture-in-picture. But a custom display mode is where it gets really interesting. You can literally size, position, and pick which windows you want to see. And it's all fluid, real-time video at 60 frames per second.
Okay, wait a second. The specs say that in this mode, all 4 monitor outputs show the exact same combined picture. Why would you need that? Isn't that a bit redundant? Why not just hook it up to one giant display?
Yeah, that's a really good question. And it's a common one. You have to think about distribution. Those 4 outputs are for different destinations. So you might have one output going to the main control screen, another feeding a recorder for archival, a third could be for a live broadcast monitor, and maybe the fourth goes to a remote supervisor's office. They all need to see the exact same critical information simultaneously.
Ah, okay. That makes perfect sense. So multi-view is for that unified shared picture, but sometimes you need the complete opposite of that. You need really precise surgical routing. How do you get from that combined view to just pure signal choreography?
That is the perfect way to describe it, and that's where you shift into matrix mode. This is pure, simple routing. You have 4 inputs, 4 outputs. You can send input 1 to output 1 and say input 2 to outputs 2, 3, and 4 all at the same time. It's just total independent flexibility.
Right. Any input to any or all outputs. And then there's the third mode for when you need that single high-impact display.
That's video wall mode. This mode takes a single video source and basically blows it up across all 4 monitors. It's specifically for a 2x2 configuration, perfect for that big central display in a command center.
So we've covered the what. Let's talk about the how, the technical specs that let it actually integrate with everything else. We're looking at resolutions up to 1080p for HDTV and up to 1920 by 1200 for computers.
Yep, and it's HDCP 1.4 compliant.
Which is absolutely critical. For any kind of encrypted or protected content, you have to have that.
You do. But for me, the one feature that really makes this device stand out is the independent audio switching. This is a game changer. You are not locked into the audio of the video you're watching. So you can have, say, video from source 1 on all the screens, but you're listening to the audio feed from source 3.
Wow, okay. That audio-video decoupling opens up some really fascinating use cases. And it's not just basic audio. It supports high-fidelity standards, LPCM 7.1, Dolby True HD, DTS HD master audio.
Exactly. Uncompressed surround sound. And controlling it all is just as versatile. You've got front panel buttons, Ethernet, an IR remote, or RS-232. It's designed to be dropped right into an existing automated system.
Yeah.
And even though it's HDMI, you can even connect older DVI sources with the right adapter cable.
So what does this all boil down to for you, the person listening?
Well, it means instead of buying a separate multiviewer and a matrix switch and a video wall scaler, you get one box that handles all of that complex routing, viewing, and scaling. It's a massive simplification, especially in a mission-critical environment.
So, with that in mind, here's something for you to mull over. Considering that independent audio switching combined with that incredibly deep custom display mode ... what kind of complex multi-sensor monitoring system would benefit the most from that? Think about a situation where an operator has to watch visual data from one feed but listen for an audio alarm from a completely different, maybe non-visual source. What would that system look like? Something to think about until our next deep dive.